I have a dream that one day in the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day that the state of Mississippi, sweltering in the heat of injustice, sweltering in the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that one day my four little children will one day live in a nation where they're not judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day in Alabama, with this vicious racist, with this governors having the lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right here in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will join hands together with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted and every hill and mountain shall be made low. All the rough places shall be made plain and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord will be revealed, and all flesh shall be seen together. This is our hope. This is our faith. That I will be able to go back to the south. With this faith, we will be able to hew out the mountains of despair and the stones of hope. With this faith, we'll be able to transform the jangling discord in our nation into its beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we'll be able to work together, pray together, struggle together, go to jail together, stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be a day when all God's children will be able to sing with the new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the hiding allegiances of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from the stone mountains of Georgia. Let freedom ring from the Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill of Mississippi and every mountainside. Let freedom ring. When we allow freedom ring, then when we let it ring from every city and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we'll be able to speed up that day when all God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. I chose that I Have a Dream speech from Martin Luther King, 1963. Because it correlates not only with things in the past, obviously, because that's what we're talking about, but things that's going on today in our world, especially when it comes towards the treatment of police versus black men and women. Back then, they were going through segregation and things that were just really bad. Police beating and killing people randomly on the streets or in their cars, pulling them over for no reason, and doing things, lynching them, and just white people being just horrible to black people during that time. And the same thing is happening today, but not as far as just a random white person on the street just calling someone a Negro or something like that out of anger or stuff. That happens, but not as often as it did back then. But you have a person just walking down the street, police say, oh, you did something, and they'll arrest them and or kill them. And nowadays, the same thing is happening. You pull a guy over who's black, white cop comes up, and they say, oh, he has a gun, and they just start shooting in the car, and he had absolutely nothing, maybe a piece of paper in his hand, or a cell phone that looks something like this. It makes no sense. And the reason why, that's part of the reason why I chose this video, because it's a great speech, and it holds still true to this day. It wasn't just something that he was talking about the injustices of 1963, but it transcends to today in 2018, which it shouldn't, because things back then should have changed enough during that 50-year or so period from then to now, where things should have been a lot better, which it is, but it's still there. The racism is still there. The injustice is still there. So that's the reason why I chose this speech, because of those things. I mean, it's some of the things that's happening nowadays are just ridiculous, and it shouldn't be here. We're in 2018. All that stuff that happened in the past about racism should be gone by now, but it's still here, and that's why I chose that.